After 70, building muscle is harder, but not impossible. The mistake? Most seniors rely on the wrong protein. Today, I'll show you 8 that beat eggs for muscle strength. As we age, one of the biggest challenges is muscle loss. Weak legs, poor balance, low energy, these aren't just aging problems, they're often nutrition problems. Your body needs protein to repair, rebuild, and stay strong, but not all proteins are equal after 70. Some are harder to digest. Some don't stimulate muscle growth the same way. The good news is there are 8 proteins that work better than eggs for seniors. They're easier to absorb, safer on digestion, and more effective at stimulating muscle repair. When you understand how to use them, you'll notice stronger legs, better stability, and more energy throughout the day. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly which proteins your body craves and how to use them step by step to keep your muscles strong for life. Most people assume that losing muscle after 70 is simply inevitable, but the truth is, muscle decline has less to do with age itself and more to do with what's happening inside the body every single day. The medical term for this is sarcopenia, but you don't need to remember the name. What matters is understanding that your body slowly loses its ability to maintain muscle if it isn't given the right building blocks and the right stimulus. It's not just about working harder in the gym or eating bigger portions. It comes down to how well your body is able to absorb, process, and actually use the protein you're eating. As you get older, digestion changes. The stomach produces less acid, and enzymes that once broke down food efficiently become weaker. This means the protein from the foods you eat isn't always being broken down into the amino acids your muscles require. Imagine pouring bricks at a construction site but not having the mortar to stack them together. That's what happens inside the body when protein is eaten but not absorbed properly. The building blocks are there, but the process to assemble them into new muscle is incomplete. On top of that, your body's sensitivity to protein declines with age. In your younger years, even small amounts of protein could trigger muscle protein synthesis, the process that rebuilds and strengthens muscle tissue. After 70, that switch doesn't flip as easily. Your body needs a higher quality protein, often in larger amounts per meal, to get the same effect. This is one of the main overlooked causes of muscle loss. It's not just that you're losing muscle because you're aging. It's that the protein you eat isn't triggering the repair signal as strongly as it once did. Without the right adjustments, muscle loss speeds up, leaving you weaker year by year. Another factor is lifestyle. Many seniors unintentionally reduce their activity levels. Joints may ache, energy feels lower, and the body starts favoring rest. But muscles thrive on use. Without enough movement, especially resistance-based activity like walking hills, lifting light weights, or even body weight exercises, the signals to keep muscle active fade away. The body works on a simple principle: use it or lose it. If you don't challenge your muscles regularly, the body assumes they're not needed and begins breaking them down for energy. Combined with reduced protein absorption, this becomes a recipe for faster decline. Circulation also plays a role. For protein to reach muscle cells, it has to travel through the bloodstream. If circulation is sluggish, which is common in older adults with high blood pressure, diabetes, or stiff arteries, delivery slows down. Even if you're eating a perfect diet, those amino acids may not be getting to your muscles efficiently. The end result is frustration. You're eating well, but still feeling weaker, not realizing that absorption and delivery are the bottlenecks. There's also the issue of hormones. Testosterone, growth hormone, and even insulin sensitivity all decline with age. These hormones act as messengers that tell your body to use protein for muscle repair instead of storing it as fat or simply burning it for energy. Without enough hormonal support, muscle growth slows, recovery drags, and energy levels drop. While you can't stop the clock, you can support your hormones naturally through diet, sleep, stress management, and the right kinds of physical activity. The most overlooked piece of this puzzle is simply awareness. Many seniors think they're eating enough protein because they have eggs at breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, and maybe chicken at dinner. But the reality is that the quality, timing, and type of protein matter just as much as the total amount. Certain proteins digest too slowly or don't have the right amino acid profile to truly spark muscle repair. Relying on the same sources day after day limits your results. It's like trying to build a house with only one tool. You might get part of the job done, but it will take longer and the structure won't be as strong. So when we talk about the overlooked cause of muscle loss, it isn't simply age, it's the combination of reduced digestion, lower protein sensitivity, less activity, weaker circulation, and declining hormones. The encouraging part is that every one of these factors can be improved with the right strategy. By choosing proteins that are easier to absorb, by spacing them correctly throughout the day, and by pairing them with light strength exercises, you can flip that muscle building switch back on. You can slow down and in many cases reverse the muscle loss that most people accept as unavoidable. The body is remarkably adaptable at any age. Give it the right inputs and it will respond, even after 70. For decades, eggs have been seen as the gold standard for protein. They are convenient, affordable, and packed with essential amino acids that the body needs to maintain strength. But here's the surprising truth. While eggs are good, they are not always enough to stop or reverse muscle loss after 70. Relying only on eggs can actually limit your progress, and that is where many people unknowingly get stuck. The reason lies in how your body changes with age and how different proteins perform inside the body. First, let's look at digestion. Eggs are a complete protein, but their absorption isn't always ideal for older adults. As the stomach produces less acid with age, proteins like those in eggs are broken down less efficiently. That means some of the amino acids never fully reach your muscles. Imagine having money in your wallet, but not being able to spend it at the store. The value is there, but access is blocked. For many seniors, this is what happens when they rely too heavily on eggs. Another issue is the signal strength eggs provide for muscle building. Your body needs a trigger to start repairing and growing muscle tissue. This trigger is called muscle protein synthesis, and it depends heavily on the amino acid leucine. Eggs contain leucine, but the amount may not be high enough to strongly activate that muscle-building signal once you're over 70. In your younger years, 2 scrambled eggs could be plenty, but later in life, the body needs more leucine-rich protein to flip the switch. Without that extra push, you may eat eggs daily, yet still notice steady declines in muscle mass. Variety also matters. Muscles thrive when they receive a wide spectrum of amino acids from multiple sources. Eggs provide an excellent base, but they don't offer everything in the ideal balance. By sticking only to eggs, you might be shortchanging your body of certain building blocks. It needs to maintain strong connective tissue, support hormone production, and protect against inflammation. It's like trying to fuel a car with only half the gasoline. It may run for a while, but eventually performance suffers. The timing of protein intake adds another layer. Many people have 1 or 2 eggs for breakfast and then move on with their day without much additional protein until dinner. This creates long gaps where muscles are left without the raw materials they need. After 70, muscles respond better to steady, spaced-out protein intake rather than 1 or 2 big doses. Depending on eggs as your main protein often creates uneven patterns that slow down progress. There's also the challenge of calorie balance. Eggs are nutrient-dense, but eating too many can add unnecessary calories and fat. Seniors often struggle with slower metabolisms and weight management, so piling on multiple eggs every day may create more problems than solutions. The key is balance, using eggs wisely as part of a larger protein plan instead of making them the main or only source. Inflammation is another overlooked factor. Some people develop sensitivities to eggs over time, especially if they eat them daily without variation. This can create subtle digestive issues, bloating, or inflammation that quietly interfere with nutrient absorption. While not everyone experiences this, it's worth considering when egg-heavy diets don't deliver the expected results. The body often benefits from rotation and variety in food choices, especially with protein. The truth is, eggs should be seen as one tool in your toolbox, not the entire set. They provide high-quality nutrition, but your body after 70 requires more than what a single food can deliver. Fish, dairy, lean meats, legumes, and certain seeds all bring unique amino acids, minerals, and digestive properties that complement eggs. When combined, they provide a stronger, more reliable foundation for muscle maintenance and growth. Think of it this way: building muscle after 70 is like constructing a sturdy bridge. Eggs can provide some of the steel beams, but you still need concrete, cables, and bolts to complete the structure. Without all the materials, the bridge won't hold. Relying only on eggs leaves the job half finished, no matter how good those beams are. This is why so many seniors who eat eggs faithfully each morning are still frustrated with weak legs, poor balance, or fading energy. They're giving their bodies some of what they need, but not the full picture. Once they expand their protein sources and adjust timing, digestion, and absorption, the results often come surprisingly fast. Muscles respond again, energy rises, daily tasks feel lighter. So while eggs are valuable, they are not enough by themselves. They should be part of a broader, carefully chosen protein strategy designed for the unique needs of aging muscles. With the right variety and balance, you can finally get the benefits you've been chasing and rebuild the strength that age alone cannot take away. When it comes to rebuilding muscle after 70, the key is variety. Your body doesn't just need protein, it needs different types of protein that each bring unique strengths to the table. Think of it like assembling a team. One player may be strong in defense, another in speed, another in strategy. Together, they create balance and power. In the same way, combining multiple protein sources gives your muscles everything they need to repair, grow, and function with resilience. Eggs may be part of that team, but there are at least 8 other proteins that outperform them in important ways for seniors. The first is salmon. This fish isn't only rich in protein, but also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and directly support muscle recovery. Unlike eggs, salmon provides both the building blocks and the repair tools in one package. Just 2 servings per week can noticeably boost energy, joint comfort, and strength. Next is Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained, making it much higher in protein while still easy to digest. It delivers casein protein, which releases slowly in the body, and whey protein, which works faster. This dual action gives your muscles steady nourishment over time, reducing breakdown while you rest. Having Greek yogurt in the evening is like fueling your muscles overnight, helping you wake up stronger instead of weaker. Then there is cottage cheese. This is an old-fashioned food that has made a comeback for good reason. Cottage cheese is packed with casein, just like Greek yogurt, but it is even denser and more filling. It makes a perfect snack before bed for those trying to hold on to muscle while keeping calories in check. Adding fruit or seeds to it enhances its nutrient value and keeps digestion smooth. Fourth, we have chicken breast. It may sound simple, but lean poultry remains one of the most reliable muscle-building foods for seniors. It is very high in leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. Unlike eggs, chicken provides larger doses of leucine per serving, making it a powerful choice for rebuilding muscle fibers. It is also versatile, low in fat, and easy to prepare in a joint-friendly way, such as baking or grilling. The fifth option is lentils. Many people overlook plant proteins, but lentils bring unique benefits. They are rich in protein, fiber, and iron, all of which support energy and endurance. Lentils may not be as protein-dense as chicken or fish, but they improve gut health and help balance blood sugar, which indirectly supports muscle function. When combined with rice or quinoa, lentils provide a complete amino acid profile, making them especially valuable in a balanced diet. Next is whey protein powder. While some may hesitate to use a supplement, whey protein is one of the fastest and most effective ways to deliver amino acids directly to your muscles. It is rapidly absorbed, highly bioavailable, and very rich in leucine. A small scoop added to a smoothie can make the difference between steady muscle loss and noticeable gains. For seniors struggling with appetite, whey protein can be a simple and safe way to hit protein goals without overwhelming meals. The seventh powerhouse is sardines. Like salmon, they offer protein plus omega-3 fatty acids, but they also come with added calcium from their tiny edible bones. This combination supports both muscle and bone strength, making them an excellent choice for reducing fracture risk while staying strong. Sardines are inexpensive, shelf-stable, and easy to add to salads or whole-grain crackers, which makes them a practical option for daily life. Finally, tofu rounds out the list. Tofu is rich in protein, easy to digest, and absorbs flavors from whatever it's cooked with. For seniors who want lighter meals that still pack a nutritional punch, tofu is ideal. It provides a steady stream of amino acids and can be grilled, stir-fried, or added to soups. Unlike eggs, it is low in cholesterol and saturated fat, which benefits heart health as well as muscle preservation. When you look at these 8 proteins together, salmon, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, chicken breast, lentils, whey protein, sardines, and tofu, you see a pattern. They complement each other. Some work fast, some work slow, some bring healthy fats, others deliver minerals or digestive support. This is what makes them more effective than relying on eggs alone. Seniors who include a mix of these foods in their weekly routine are giving their muscles not just protein, but the full spectrum of tools needed to stay strong, steady, and resilient. It's never about one superfood or magic bullet. It's about building a complete strategy that works with the changes aging brings. By combining these 8 proteins, you can create meals that are not only delicious, but deeply supportive of your body's strength. With time and consistency, this variety can help restore energy, reduce falls, and make daily activities feel lighter again. The challenge many people face after 70 isn't just knowing which proteins are best. It's figuring out how to use them every single day in a way that feels natural, enjoyable, and sustainable. The truth is, building muscle at this stage of life isn't about drastic changes or complicated diets. It's about weaving small, smart adjustments into your routine so your body gets what it needs without stress or confusion. Think of it like watering a plant. A steady, consistent flow works better than pouring a whole bucket once in a while. Your muscles thrive when they receive steady nourishment throughout the day. And that means distributing these protein sources across your meals in a balanced way. The first step is to front-load your mornings with strength. After sleeping, your muscles have gone hours without fuel. Starting your day with a protein-rich breakfast helps stop muscle breakdown and sets the tone for stable energy. A great option is Greek yogurt with chia seeds or flax seeds sprinkled on top. You get fast-acting protein plus healthy fats for brain function. For those who prefer something savory, scrambled tofu with vegetables or a slice of smoked salmon on whole grain toast is a fantastic way to combine muscle-building nutrients with slow-burning energy. By making protein the star of breakfast, you lay the foundation for a stronger day. Lunch is your opportunity to keep momentum going. The key here is variety. Instead of defaulting to sandwiches with little protein, think of lunches as a chance to anchor your day with one of the core proteins. A grilled chicken breast with a side of lentil salad, or sardines with leafy greens and olive oil covers multiple bases: muscle repair, energy, and anti-inflammatory support. If you're short on time, a whey protein smoothie with frozen berries and almond milk can work as a quick, nutrient-dense option. The idea isn't to eat more food, but to make sure the food you do eat is working for your muscles rather than just filling you up. Dinner can be your recovery meal. This is the time when your body prepares for rest, and feeding it the right proteins makes sure your muscles have what they need overnight. Salmon baked with herbs, paired with roasted vegetables, delivers protein, omega-3s, and antioxidants in one meal. If you prefer something lighter, cottage cheese with fruit or tofu stir-fry provides slow-release amino acids that feed muscles through the night. Choosing proteins that digest more slowly at this meal helps prevent muscle loss while you sleep. Snacks are often overlooked, but they can be the secret weapon for seniors. Between meals, muscle breakdown can creep in if your protein intake dips too low. Simple snacks like a handful of nuts with Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with cucumber slices can plug that gap. Even a small whey protein shake in the afternoon can prevent the slump many people feel and keep your muscles nourished until dinner. These mini meals don't need to be large, they just need to be intentional. The timing of protein is almost as important as the type. Your body can only use so much protein at once, so spreading it across the day ensures maximum benefit. Aiming for 20 to 30 grams of protein at each meal is a practical benchmark for seniors. That way, instead of overloading at one sitting, you're giving your muscles a steady flow of what they need. Think of it like bricks being laid one row at a time. If you dump them all in one pile, nothing gets built. But when they're laid down steadily, structure takes shape. Another practical tip is to prepare ahead. At this stage of life, energy and motivation can fluctuate, and it's easy to default to easier, lower protein foods. Preparing salmon fillets, cooking lentils in bulk, or keeping containers of Greek yogurt ready in the fridge makes it far easier to stick to your plan. Stocking sardines, cottage cheese, and whey protein in your kitchen ensures you always have a muscle-friendly option within reach. The less friction between you and your protein, the more consistent you'll be. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require extremes. You don't need to cut out entire food groups or adopt a complicated diet plan. You just need to build each meal around one of these 8 proteins, rotate them for variety, and let them do their work. With consistency, you'll notice changes not only in your muscle tone, but also in energy levels, balance, and even mental clarity. Stronger muscles support a stronger life. Daily tasks feel easier, recovery from activity improves, and you gain confidence knowing you're actively protecting your independence. The daily use of these proteins is about building a rhythm. Just like brushing your teeth, it becomes second nature. Each bite is an investment in your strength, your stability, and your future. By structuring your day with these proteins, morning, noon, evening, and in between, you give your body every opportunity to maintain and even rebuild muscle after 70. And the results are not just physical, they ripple into every part of life, making you feel more capable, more energized, and more in control of your health. Building muscle after 70 isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you live. Proteins are the raw materials, but your lifestyle choices are the builders that put those materials to work. Without the right habits alongside your nutrition, much of the potential benefit is left unused. Think of it like having all the bricks but no cement. When you combine protein with the right lifestyle pairings, the results go far beyond muscle strength. They extend into energy, balance, mobility, and even sharper thinking. This is where nutrition and lifestyle meet to create long-lasting vitality. The first and most powerful partner for protein is movement. Muscles only grow when they're asked to work. After 70, this doesn't mean heavy lifting or punishing workouts. It means consistent, joint-friendly resistance. Walking uphill, using light dumbbells, or even doing bodyweight exercises like squats and wall push-ups activate muscle fibers and tell your body, we need more strength here. Pairing protein with even modest movement helps the amino acids get directed toward repair and growth. Without movement, those same nutrients may get used for energy or stored away. A simple walk after meals is an excellent start, not just for digestion, but also for activating circulation that helps nutrients reach your muscles. Rest is another overlooked partner. Protein rebuilds muscle, but the actual repair happens when you sleep. Deep, restful sleep is like a construction zone for your body, where all the materials you've given it throughout the day get assembled into stronger tissue. Many people in their 70s struggle with sleep due to stress, discomfort, or irregular routines. Creating a sleep-friendly environment, cool, dark, and quiet, paired with an evening meal of slow-digesting proteins like cottage cheese or tofu, ensures your muscles stay nourished through the night. Going to bed and waking up at consistent times reinforces your body's natural rhythm, making your protein work double duty while you rest. Hydration might not sound connected to muscle, but it is. Muscles are made of protein, yes, but they're also largely water. Even mild dehydration reduces performance, weakens recovery, and can increase the risk of cramping or injury. After 70, thirst signals are less reliable, so you can't always wait until you feel thirsty. Pairing your protein intake with adequate water ensures amino acids are delivered efficiently to your muscles. A practical routine is to drink a glass of water before meals and another mid-morning and mid-afternoon. Adding herbal teas or water-rich foods like cucumbers and melons can also support hydration without feeling like a chore. Stress management is another crucial lifestyle partner. When your body is under constant stress, it produces higher levels of cortisol, a hormone that breaks down muscle tissue and blocks the benefits of protein. Even if you're eating perfectly, chronic stress can undermine your progress. Pairing your protein strategy with relaxation practices, deep breathing, light stretching, meditation, or spending time in nature keeps cortisol under control and allows your body to use protein for building, not breaking down. A simple routine of 10 minutes of quiet breathing in the morning or evening can make a visible difference over time. Posture and balance training are subtle but powerful additions to your lifestyle. As muscles weaken with age, the body compensates in ways that can stress joints or increase fall risk. But when you pair muscle-building nutrition with mindful posture and balance exercises, such as standing on one leg while brushing your teeth or practicing gentle yoga, you strengthen stabilizing muscles that keep you steady. This doesn't just help you avoid falls, it makes daily activities like climbing stairs, bending down, or carrying groceries easier and safer. Social connection is another underrated factor. Eating protein-rich meals in isolation can sometimes feel like a chore, leading people to skip or downplay their nutrition. But when you combine meals with social interactions, sharing a protein-rich lunch with friends, cooking a new recipe with family, you add enjoyment and accountability. Emotional well-being enhances physical well-being, and social bonds encourage consistent habits. In fact, studies show that seniors who eat in social settings have better overall nutrition and stronger health outcomes. Finally, consistency ties all these lifestyle pairings together. Sporadic effort gives sporadic results, but when protein, movement, sleep, hydration, stress management, posture, and connection become a rhythm, your body responds with resilience. It doesn't matter if you start small. What matters is that you start and keep going. Walking around the block after a protein-rich breakfast, drinking water with your lunch, practicing balance exercises in the evening, and winding down for restful sleep. All of these choices layer on top of one another, amplifying the benefits of your nutrition. The synergy of protein with these lifestyle pairings transforms muscle health into whole body health. It's not just about lifting weights or eating more food, it's about living in a way that supports your muscles, joints, and energy from every angle. Each habit reinforces the other, and together they create a powerful framework for thriving in your 70s and beyond. Protein gives your body the building blocks, but lifestyle turns those blocks into strength, freedom, and independence. When you commit to this pairing, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're feeding your future.